All right, we have a beer right now from a brewery that we have not yet delved into. This is the DuClaw Brewery, which is out of Baltimore, Maryland. They've been around for about, 18 years. 1996 is when it was founded by a guy named Dave Benfield, who the website says brewed beers in college and, as a way to meet girls, and then kind of took that to the next level, and things suddenly started happening. Excuse me, and all of a sudden, DuClaw Brewery becomes a pretty big-time brewery in Maryland. Not many breweries in Maryland. When I think of Maryland, I usually think of Flying Fish out in Frederick, and other than that, not much else going on. So this one is probably maybe at the top or near the top of breweries in Maryland. So this beer is Hellrazer IPA. This is another one of those IPAs that's at that beautiful 7.5% ABV mark, that cusp of, is it a regular IPA or is it a double IPA? Some double IPAs can be 7.5, some regular IPAs can be 7.5. I think that's the actual cutoff of ABV between whether or not you can call it an IPA or a double IPA. This one is labeled an IPA. It gets an 82 on Beer Advocate, which is good, not great, but good. And it was first brewed a few years back in 2011. So let's open DuClaw Hellrazer IPA. We'll pour it into this tulip glass. Why not, Pint glass for IPAs, tulip glass for double IPAs. They say it's an IPA, but I'll give it the double IPA benefit of the doubt. And as I pour it, you see that orangey kind of very citrusy kind of pour that you usually get with IPAs and double IPAs. Actually, it's got a double IPA look to it. It's got a very darker orange kind of tinge, as you can see. And we have about a finger of head as well. So a nice looking kind of amber color beer. Not bad at all. Let's get the aroma now of Hellrazer IPA. Let's see if this differentiates itself from anything else. Yeah, you know what? I'm not really getting too much of a citrusy, luscious kind of aroma. That maybe a hint of grapefruit, but it's not really hitting my nose like some of the other really luscious kind of IPAs do. It's a kind of a very, very subtle, dumbed down kind of citrus kind of smell to that. So I'm a little disappointed by the smell of this. Let's see if it makes up for that in taste. Very orangey. I'm getting a very orangey and all right, now the dank kind of grapefruit is hitting me on the middle of the tongue in this one. Boy, this is a tough one. I don't know. Like I was a little disappointed by the orangey, almost taffy kind of orange kind of taste in the beginning, and then I went into a kind of a dank grapefruit taste, and I kind of like the aftertaste of this. It's an interesting IPA. Not the biggest floral IPA in the world. I mean, there's very little floral kind of aspects to this. It is very citrusy, very grapefruity, but I don't know. It's kind of it is unique. I will give it that. It's kind of a confusing IPA to kind of grade. I'm gonna go ahead and give DuClaw Hellrazer a 6.5 out of 10. The aroma really kind of just took it down a few notches for me. I was kind of disappointed in the aroma. When I have an IPA or double IPA, I want that aroma to hit me right in the nose to get that citrusy, like tropical kind of fruit kind of smell. And I wasn't getting it with this. As far as the taste goes, as I mentioned before, the orangey kind of fakeish orange kind of taste in the beginning kind of turned me off, but it made up for that in the dank grapefruity kind of aftertaste. The finish was not that bad, and I think the finish is a little more important than how it starts. So hence the 6.5. I would have probably rated it lower if it wasn't for that saving finish of this beer. So that said, DuClaw Hellrazer gets a 6.5 for me.